disagree with me. I feel like they the people who never been through this. Have you guys ever tried to give a good friend an opportunity?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
And man, let me tell you something. I'm sorry. I didn't try to give a lot of my friends opportunities and I stopped. And I had to evaluate who they were as a person and say, will this person master this opportunity? Because every time I gave a friend an opportunity, it always backfired in my face. That's one thing. Two, I've been in a lot of positions to hire people. It's not cool when you hire your friends come there thinking that you guys are friends at the job. Nah, I'm your superior. You can't come by and get over me just because we cool and we grew up and we play video games. No, this is a job. We got to separate the two. So I had to learn how to separate my life and put people in different pockets of my life. And we'll get we'll get on that later.
I totally agree. Like even for me, when it came to just opportunities in general, but in my scenario, I could say like dance related. It was some people that I used to like work with and stuff like that, or be cool with. And I noticed immediately that that was not going to work out. And I was like, bro, this is a business at the end of the day. It's not personal. Like, if I got to kick you off, I got to kick you off. It's not that I got something against you. It's just, bro, you playing around. You mixing up me being your friend and understanding this is a business. And that's making both of us look bad, but me because I put you on. And they looking at me like, well, you brought him here.
They going back to the hood. Oh, Brandon done changed. Brandon done changed on us, guys. You know,
I ain't changed.
They love to say that right there. Wait a minute. I'm in a position now.
Yeah.
Friend or no friend. I still got to do what I'm supposed to do as my position as a job. And like you said, we got to separate the two. Just because we friends out here, I'm still your friend, but I'm business friend now.
Yeah.
We're going to do stuff business-wise now. Not that you can come in late when you feel like it. No, bro.
Here's a perfect example. So everybody know I got like a clothing brand and stuff like that. And even though he's my dad, and of course I'll be giving him half price, I give it to him for free or whatever. But
he better start paying full price.
But he'll tell you straight up. He'd be like, nah, what's the full price? I'm like, you sure? He's like, yeah, what's the full price?
I pay full price.
Because he like, at the end of the day, that's your business. It don't matter that I'm your dad. Like, I still got to pay that full price just like everybody else do. And I was like, yeah, that do make a lot of sense.
That real stuff. But no, that's real. Look, I had my clothing on brand too. I would come back to the hood, and this is me being naive, thinking that my homies is gonna support me because I'm me. Man, my shirts was only like $20, and bigger shirts was $25. Man, I don't know, man. You know, you think you can? What about $5?
What? I'm like, what?
What about $10? And I'm like, dude, like for one, you can't even speak about the business aspect of them because they don't understand. I'm like, for one, it cost me about $14 to get this shirt made. Okay, come about $14 to get this shirt made, but you trying to bargain me to $5, but I see these Jordans on your feet right now.
Exactly.
I see this hoodie. I see this Louis Vuitton belt buckle. I thought I was your man, and you trying to bargain with me with $20.
Nah, for real though. Cause I'll be like, but you just spent like 400 something on some jeans or a belt or whatever you get. And I'm like, I ain't on no like pocket watching. It's just like make sense to me though. Like you full price for this instead of what I got, which is way cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And I'll be having to explain to them, like, bro, at the end of the day, this is a business. They got to get their percentage of where I'm getting this stuff from. They got to get their cut. It's not just, oh, I'm just getting this from just anywhere. Like, they got to get their percentage. They got to get their cut. And we both got to be making money. If I'm doing it for $5, I'm not making no money.
I ain't making no money.
That percentage is going to them.
Right. So look, let me ask you guys this, because I have a take on this. Is it everybody or is it separate? Because what I mean by that, and I'll just tell you my story. I don't know how to word it to bait you in. I never had a female friend or female in general try to bargain me down. If the lady wanted the shirt, they would buy it. If they didn't, they wouldn't get it. It was just mostly my homies. or men in general. I don't know what it was. And so honestly, my marketing mind started just talking to women. They were just straight up honest. And then some women didn't like my stuff. They say I wouldn't wear it, but they only bought it because they thought I was genuine selling it. I love that. And I'm just like, I don't get it. Why my homies and why my brothers know how hard it is, know the struggle, know we're in the same place trying to get out, but yet and still you will go spend hundreds of dollars on somebody you don't even know, but your boy from the streets or from the hood trying to make something of himself, and you trying to get a 5-finger discount. To be honest, you stealing from me. You stealing from me. So it's just like, I don't know, man. Is that your experience? Do the women just support compared to men?
From what I've experienced, yeah, I've seen more women than the men buy it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's men that buy it. Either they know me or they don't know me, but I've seen more of women buy, the products either for them or for, the kids and stuff or whatever. But yeah, it just be weird to me because I'm like, bro, you know how hard it is to do this stuff. And I can name a good amount of people that are men that buy it, which is like my dad and my brothers and a couple other people I know. But when I go look through, the stats and all this other stuff and reading through it, and you will see mainly it's majority of women, even like now for people that got social media, when you go to your what they call it, where you can see where the people that follow you the most from, like different states and countries.
Oh, when you go in
your insights. Yeah, like even now
when you go into your dashboard of it.
Yeah, like if you do that, if you got your account set up like that, you will see the percentage of if it's men or women that watch your stuff the most. And it'd be weird though. I don't know. So I did the same thing you did, Neil, which is start marketing towards women.
Yeah.
And they be watching too, because women are more supportive than a lot of guys. Or
naturally
a lot of guys be like, come on, man, like you said, man, come on, man, we boys and stuff like that. This is my business though.
Yeah.
But then when it's the other way around,
we're gonna have to separate the two.
When it's the other way around, it's you gotta pay the full price. I can't do that for you, bro.
Yeah, man, my supplier, he charge a lot. Well, I can go in the store next to you and get the same thing. Well, I get mine from a different supplier. No, y'all don't. A lot of y'all get it from the same supplier.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
can be so many reasons. It can be so many reasons. Their ego, or they don't want you to be better than them, or I can't pinpoint it. It's not really no one answer, because there could be multiple answers behind like why men do that.
I don't know. I never been like, I really don't know, because I've never been that way. Like even now, I don't even ask for discounts when I go to stores and people I don't know, because I know one day I'm gonna own my own business. Yeah, I'm gonna own my own business, and I don't own a few businesses, and it's like, no, I don't want to get over, because honestly, I don't want people try to get over on me.
Right.
I want to do now. If somebody give me something, I'm a firm believer in take your blessings. If somebody offers me something, I ain't gonna be like, oh no, it's okay. No, I'm gonna take it. If you give me something,
I'll be quick like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. But I'm not gonna try to bargain you down and be there and just try to go number for number. I'm not gonna do that. If I like the product or if I want it, I'm gonna get it. I'm going to get it. And if I believe it's too high, I'm cool with it. I had this lady. I was in South Park Mall, and I don't even have it with me, but this lady was selling some bracelets, and it wasn't. I care less about the bracelet. She was selling for $40. I care less about the bracelet. I bought it because of her story, and I felt the story was real. And I know it was marketing, but she used her real story for marketing, and because of her story and how well she presented herself, I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
For her. And I literally told her, I said, I bought this because of you, not because I wanted this. So I told her, keep telling that story. Keep hounding these people with that story.
Like, even when you like selling stuff, you got to give some type of pitch to like draw them in and make them want to like get it. And we both do clothing, so it it'd be quick to be like, so what type of material are you looking for? Do you want 100% cotton? What color do you want? Do you want this specific size and blah, blah. At that point, when you start asking them questions, they'll be drawn into it like, oh, okay, so you know what you're talking about.
Right. Yeah. That, mine was a story. Like, I'm gonna be honest, and my mentor really he said something so true to me, because my first book, I am an accomplished author, guys, but my first book, it was half about me and it was more so a self-help book. And he was like, your next book, you write, you need to solve a problem. And that's how he put it. He said, people will buy for expertise if it's solving a problem in their life. And this is how he put it. He said, your book is about you. He said, I'm pretty sure it's amazing. I'm pretty sure your story is great. But he said, who are you? Who want to read a book about you? And I looked at it, I was like, dang, I know my story's dope. I know it's sweet, but don't nobody care about me. Don't nobody at this point in my life, don't nobody care. Don't nobody want to sit down and read 100 pages about me and my life. Who am I to them? So it was like, until you get there, your books and stuff, what you give, you need to start doing research, start seeing who you targeting, and start seeing what problems can you solve in their life. So if somebody going through stress, a book, 7 Secrets to Handle Stress. Oh, they're gonna pick that, they're gonna eat that up.
Right.
Yeah. They're going through stress. So I'm selling. So that's kind of where I'm changing that right now. And that's my next book is gonna be something like that, guys. But yeah, I don't even know how that came about.
Hey, it's interesting, bro.
It's all right.
Yeah. I can totally relate to you on that, because even when I wrote my first book and stuff like that, I had to like learn that at a very young age, writing it. Like, it's like, yeah, there's gonna be people that's gonna buy it because you deal with and they want to know your story. But it's like, what's the message you giving behind this that could help somebody out? And then when I thought about it, I was like, there's other people dealing with sickle cell or just people in general dealing with stuff in their life. So this would like encourage them and push them to like never give up and stuff like that. Right. So once I figured that out, I was like, oh, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Now you can use your story to, like you said, motivate somebody else. Use your story and stuff. But like my book, it's geared to motivate somebody else, but mostly I realized the people only bought it if they knew me, or because I'm a good salesman, I'm a good pitcher. But I'm like, if it's on Amazon or if it's in Barnes and Noble, where they pick it up from there, and I'm nowhere around to sell it. And so it's like, now I got to figure out how can I get a title to where it speaks to them within 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So every business, guys, if you ain't learned nothing, every business is about marketing. You got to market yourself to be successful.
Yeah, y'all see how this came in full circle, right? And it went right back to that.
Yeah. Now, Neil.
Yes, sir. Come on with it.
I knew you had something you wanted to talk about.
A lot.
So let's go on and get in. We don't got the business part of this out of the way. Now let's talk about that. What you want to talk about?
Go in. Shoot, man. Didn't I send it to you?
Go ahead and kick it off.
Go and kick it. All right. So y'all know that inside the message I sent to you, I'm gonna just ask the question up front, guys. And this is everybody watching. I want you guys to comment. I want you to ask questions. I want, even if it's going against what I'm saying, just please put it in the comment. But the question is, how long in the dating phase before the girl should ask the man for any money? I should see comments going right now. I'm gonna ask it again. How long in the dating stage should the female, the lady, the woman, the young girl, beautiful thing, ask the man that she's dating for money? The second part question to that is, should she ask him for money at all? That's the other part. Now, while the people is about to go in the comments, let me give you the story. Dating this girl, thought I was dating this girl, right? Because this is a real story. I known her about 3 years ago, guys, and I was in a relationship. I was engaged at the time, so I'm faithful. I never told her I liked her, but our energy was undeniable. We liked each other. I ended up quitting my job, went to another job. End up, me and my fiance went our separate ways. Told myself if I ever see this girl again, I'm gonna holler at her. I saw her again, holler at her. We start going out on dates. But excuse me, guys. Our first date, she chose it, and you know I'm happy. IHOP in the morning. I'm straight with some IHOP. You know, no big bucks, and she chose IHOP pancakes on the date. I love it. So we did that. Probably about 3 days later, I went to her job, talked to her on her lunch, and she said, I got a question to ask. You know, I know you're very nice, and you know, you and you always willing to help and everything like that. Can you help me out? All right, cool. Help you out. What? You know, she prefaced it to where it was big. And she said, I'm looking to get a job, I'm looking at Uber and stuff, but I need to get me a car and stuff. Long story short, can you match me with $300? Guys, it ain't even been a full 2 weeks. This is only a week and about 3 or 4 days, and this chick has already asked me for $300.
You only know her for barely even a week.
Yeah. And honestly, you can say it wasn't even that, because the conversation with me working and her working, we really didn't even get to talk that much, but we was making it happen. And we was talking and texting whenever we can, FaceTiming whenever we can and stuff. But she literally asked, and my response was, I said, girl, I said, you gotta be my girlfriend to get that type of money. That's girlfriend money. And she was like, oh, you hit me with the ultimatum. And to play it off, I was like, nah, I'm just playing. I just want to see how you respond. I was actually telling the truth. Like, I was telling the truth. And she was like, oh, okay, cool. And we started having a talk after that. Then she doubled down on it a day later, asked again. And I lied. Years later, I lied. I said, yo, I'm sorry, I only got $120 in my bank account. We'll have to see what next month looked like. She said, okay. After she said, okay, I didn't hear from her for a year. Oh, not a year, sorry, a day and a half. And then when she texts back, it was more so a message of I gotta work on myself. I'm not ready for a real relationship and everything like this and stuff. And I text back, I was like, I made that decision three days ago when you didn't message me back, and when you asked for $300. And so we just went back and forth, and that was it. That was our last day talking. Question, guys, that pissed me off. Have any girl has ever asked for $300 or any type of money? Lady, you can ask that. Did it happen to you too? But is it right? Is it right? Is it okay for a lady to ask that large amount of money early on in a dating phase? I want to know.
Before I even get into that, like, based off what you just told me, what I'm getting for that was she was trying to finesse.
Yeah.
And for some of y'all that don't know what that means, pretty much is trying to run game and play him like he done. But Cornelius is very intelligent. You ain't gonna be able to play that man like that.
No, not at all. But hold on. Let me say this. I thought about it. Here's the only reason why I thought about it, because I'm a dude about, reciprocation. You do for me, I do for you. Right. So before we went out, I moved up South Charlotte. South Charlotte, and I had a little kickback at my spot. I was tired. I was gonna make a Rotel dip, but because I told her I was tired, she actually made me 2 dips. And I was shocked, because I was like, we ain't even went out. This is like 2 days after we done started talking, and she offered. She said, I can do it for you. And so I was like, dang. And she made them. Them things was delicious. They got eaten up pretty good. But I'm like, so when she asked for the 300, it really made me think. I was like, she made the 2 dips. She took time out of herself. I sent her the money to get the stuff though, but she did it for me. And I was like, yeah, but still $300 still too steep though. $300 still too steep. Maybe 40. I would have justified 40, 50 because she took time in doing that early on. But $300 though. $300.
And then double down asking like the next day.
She was serious about it. Because some people can throw a story out there just to see how you're going to react. But when you come back a second time, she was serious about that.
because it was pretty much like hitting you up on some like, oh, so like you got it, like,
yeah,
what's up? Like, dang, that's
and look, and like you said, she knew I had it because I don't speak about my money, but for some reason, people think truck drivers or people dealing with truck drivers just got a lot of money. And then when she knew that I work at a college at a community college, she just assumed. And then where I stay at, they say that's where the rich people go. I'm like, a place is a place. So I think she factored all of this in and was like, oh, he got dope. Let me ask him for this money up front. No, I ain't working like that. Yeah, I may be in a better position, but I came from nothing. I know how to stretch my money.
all right.
What about you, Kitty?
Know how to do the most with the least.
Kitty told me offline.
I said what I said. So yeah, like I said, she just wanted to see what she could get out of you. I said it's pretty much glorified prostitution.
You know what? I'm gonna let Nia read this question first before I even say something to that right there. What Kitty just said.
Okay. It says, I think the real question should be, how long should we vet someone in which we pursue relationships with? I mean, it ain't no, but see, I don't think it's a time period. I think it's more of a feeling. It's for me, it's more of a feeling because for one, all right, let me put the time period. The time period for me, we got to be in a relationship first. That's just what it is. If we're in a dating, to me, dating and courting go hand in hand. So if I'm courting you, dating you, that means I'm trying to get to know you, right? I'm trying to get to know you. But to ask me for $300, we have to be in a committed relationship. That's just what it is. So even if we dating for 1 week or we dating for a couple of months, I'm sorry, I got the standard. We gotta be in a relationship before I give you that type of money. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say this right here, like what Kitty said right there. Because I had a discussion about that right there, what Kitty said. You know, and ladies, don't take this and be offended by what I'm getting ready to say. If you like to go out and go eat, want the man to buy you this, want the man to buy you that, and y'all just going out and stuff like that. And I got this from a woman. She said, only thing y'all doing is just being like a classified, classy prostitute.
Very much.
That's exactly what she said. That come from a woman. So this man take you out now, because most men, if they spending this type of money on you, they looking for something at the end. I don't care what you say. Well, he's just a nice guy, you know, this right there and this right here. It's very seldom, and it's a low count that you see some men that will just take you out, have a good time, and he ain't looking for nothing at the end.
Especially this generation, it's a lot of men that keep it straight up, which they'll be like, "Hey, what you trying to do after this? If we ain't doing something, I'm gonna just take you back home." They'll tell you that.
Like the lady was talking about, what's that? They want to go nowhere? Cracker Barrel?
Was it Cracker Barrel or
no Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah, Cheesecake Factory.
They want to go to the Cheesecake Factory. Okay.
Shoot, I'll be happy there.
Where
and they're expensive too. Shoot.
Yo, I got a cheesecake gift card right now for $60. I'm trying to wait to use it sometime.
But Neil, that's the thing though. Like, you can have stuff like that. I'm the same way, so I feel you on that. But you can have stuff like that, and there's some women that'll be like, "Oh, you cheap," or "That's weird because you ain't spending no money." I'm like,
but these are the type of girls that eat chicken nuggets and whatever little side. Okay.
Up in there eating noodles.
Or this right here. The woman wants you to take them out and eat something expensive and all this and spend this type of money on them. But they feed their kids the chicken nuggets. They feed the kids the ramen noodles. They tell them, go in there and fix you a sandwich. Go in there and fix you some cornflakes. Fix all this cheap stuff, but you want this expensive stuff.
Now there's some that even say you got to buy food either for the kids or if you taking the girl on a date, now you got to take all her friends out on a date and they expect you to pay.
Mess around, I tell her, what's your son name?
Hmm.
Little Johnny. Come on, little Johnny. I'll take you out to eat. Come on, let's go eat.
Man,
Go out
what?
to eat. Take him to a lavish place.
Where you want to go? You want to go to Dave and Buster? Because I'm gonna have a good time myself. We go there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but but I think it messes us up because I'm one of the few guys that when I'm going out on a date, I am truly trying to get to know the lady. I'm at the age to where I'm at the settle down stage, right? And I'm trying to see what can we build. So we're building, and then you hit me with $300. That switched my mind to what y'all was saying, classy prostitution.
That's how they look at it as.
That switched my mind. So I went from I'm courting you to potentially be a wife to just a good night in like a second. Because now because like you said, you asked me for this type of money. Okay, I'm not just gonna give this and be, oh man, one day. No, you get $300. Yeah, you get $300 from me. That one day gonna be that night.
And man, they mind up quick about that. Like the moment something like that is brought up, they like, oh, all right, I know what type of time you on. So
what she's gonna try to do, she's gonna try to find the next guy that's gonna give her $300. If she could be able to take care of it on her own, if she has a job and everything like that, that shouldn't have been a problem for her.
Right. And so here's my thing. That now this going to a deeper question. And please, Kitty, help us out with this. You the matriarch of the channel right now. You know the thing. The deeper question is, it seemed like we didn't got somewhere into our culture, into the world, to where like a single lady want a man that's already built his empire, and she just want to jump in and be a part of his empire instead of building with him, right? Instead of building with him. And it's like you'll get so much more, and it'd be so much better if you there. I think I heard somebody say the other day, we don't have women that want to run the bases with the men. They want to be with the men that already hit the home run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so like, and for all the women that's watching, we ain't speaking about all women. We're talking about just a pocket of women. This ain't a blanket statement of all women, but we're talking about that pocket of women that just want a man that's already successful. Here's my question. I want y'all to, jump on that. But my question is, if you that type of woman, you want that type of man, what is that you bring into the table to make the relationship better and not worse?
And let me add to that part right there too. If you're looking for that type of man, what's the consequences? What are you gonna put up with that comes with that?
Man,
it is some consequences.
Behind
what was that on life? Consequences and repercussions.
First consequence is gonna be a prenup. We know that already.
Yeah. Right. And then like because I'm not saying all men are like this. I'm just saying like it's a select few. But if you looking for that rich one or whatever, or wealthy or whatever, there's a good amount of them that will have multiple women. They're not gonna really spend that much time with you. Yeah. And they'll be quick to drop you if they feel like it.
Yep.
And do you want to deal with that? And can you handle that?
What you willing to put up with?
Yeah.
And so if he coming in and he's spending, let's say he got his own business, he's spending about $2 or $3 grand on you a week or every 2 weeks. Are you willing to take that butt whooping?
Yes, I mean,
or are you willing to get abused mentally and verbally? Are you willing to do that?
Because there's some people, that are up there with it, and they want power. They feel like I got all this money. I pretty much got some people under the payroll or whatever. I can do whatever I want. I want that power. Some of them want to play God, pretty much. Yeah. So they feel like, hey, I can do whatever.
You need me to pull that picture up?
Not yet. Okay. After I say this, let's switch it. Let's switch it right quick. The same thing. But what if that man, that man that the woman want, that has himself together, 6 figure, 7 figure. My thing is, he needs a certain type of lady. And my question is, can you be that lady? What are you bringing to the table to make sure that he still flourish? That's my thing. Because most, and this is where, after I say this, we bring the picture up. Most of these women, they feel like they're gonna get by with looks and acts of sex. And I'm from a man who has his own empire. Listen to me, for a man who has his own empire that has probably went to school, or not even school, got some trades under his belt, that started from the ground up, that built it himself. He is just not gonna take anything. And if you think your body, your mouth, your butt, if you think all of that is gonna keep him, you got another thing coming. He can get that from anybody. He can get that from anybody. He can find somebody that can give that up, but bringing something. Like, are you willing to check emails? Are you willing to take clothes to the cleaners? Are you willing to have food on the table? Are you willing to be modest in the streets, freak in the sheets? Are you willing to be that? There's a lot of things that man is going to need for you to be his woman. Are you willing to change who you are if you not that? That's the question I had. Now bring up this Build-A-Bear lady.
It was a video I seen. It was this married couple, and the man or the husband or whatever, he had money saved up for the mortgage and all that stuff. Come to find out, the wife wasn't even paying for it. She used the money to get him a new car, to get her a couple of bags, and she was over here complaining and talking about some help me pack or whatever. He like, help you pack? Like, bro, you should have been
you're getting kicked out of that house.
Like, we finna be homeless. Why you ain't put the money towards the mortgage and all this stuff? Like,
we can be homeless and single.
Yeah,
because once he build that back up, you ain't gonna be nowhere to be found.
Can't trust you no more.
But the fact that she got mad, though, was crazy.
What
y'all see that?
She's going viral for sharing a list of things women need for maintenance. Women's maintenance: wax, $60, nails and toes, $75 to $130, hair, $80 to $400, facial, $60 to $150, brows, meaning her eyebrows, $12 to $30, lashes, $80 to $120. That $100 you're trying to send me is not enough, sir.
And this is going on for real. This ain't no just random stuff. You see this stuff all the time on social media. There's a lot of women talking about, this is what I want in a man. This is what I want in a man. But then when the man turned around and said, why should I give you all that if you don't want to be the woman that I need you to be? Not saying I need you to be perfect. I just need you to be a woman that I need you to be. I need you to help me if I need help.
And it, like, the stuff on this list, it's a bunch of women that will say that, like, as soon as they meet you, they don't even know you. You don't even know them. And off the rip, just say stuff like this. And it's like, bro, you better go ask your dad or something. Or are you even doing it for yourself? So, but 9 times out of 10, you're not, because you got other men doing it for you.
And that's what I was about to say. How they doing this before they meet that guy? How they doing this? Do they have another guy, or is it multiple guys? Right?
Exactly.
And then if you're doing this for yourself, why in the dating phase the man got to already start off the bat doing this for you? Now, if it's nothing wrong. This is my personal belief. It's nothing wrong for a man want to do this if he bring it upon himself. But if she's already saying this is what you have to do to date me, I think that's the problem. Because then my question, and I'm sorry to be that person to judge a book by cover. I don't know if this the lady to this, or somebody just got this picture and put it beside this. It got to be her, because that's her name on Instagram, I believe. But if I'm looking at her, I do not believe she can do the things that I need in a wife. She don't. If I'm just judging a book by a cover, she looked like somebody that's going to get off on her looks and her sexuality.
Yeah.
But and like you got
it. And like you said, who take care of this stuff before this man even come along?
And it's a lot of, women and men, but in this scenario, women, they aren't like really leaders. they following what they see on social media, how other women are moving this way, and they think that's okay, and they think that's how you should move. Plus, they look at it like, man, that's easy money. I'm getting, well, I need to get out of it, so why not do it? Because I even had a situation like this. I ain't gonna say the woman name or whatever, but she had a guy. They was engaged, as a matter of fact, and something happened to him medical wise to where he couldn't work no more, and she left him. She tried talking to me, and I'm a person, I do research and I ask a lot of questions. So I was like, okay, so well, if that happened to me, then what? Oh, well, this, that, and third, I stay. Blah, blah. I was like, what made me different? What makes me so different?
Right.
And she couldn't answer. Like, I was just laying facts on top of facts, and she got quiet. And I'm just like, you left this man. I'm pretty sure he's a good man, and you left him at his lowest point.
Yeah, we see women do that, and even vice versa. The men that's after the women that got money,
yeah,
they do the same thing too.
Yeah, there was this story not too long ago. This man, he was married to a track runner or something like that, and she ended up, I don't know, getting sick or something, but she ended up in a wheelchair, and he ended up filing for divorce from her. No, she was a model. That's what it was, if I remember. Guys, and if y'all remember the story, please put it down in the comments. But she was a model, and then once she got sick, once she couldn't be the Barbie on his hip no more, he wanted a divorce.
Yes.
So you ain't marrying out of love,
right? He thought she was going to boost his reputation because she's a model. Now I'm gonna be in the public eye. You there for the wrong reason.
Yeah, they're in there for the wrong reason, and for what? Even people that date somebody older than them, or somebody that dates somebody younger than them. If you just date just to mess around, whatever, I get that part. But if you talking about you love them and want to marry them, it better be love.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember something. You gonna get old before they do, or you just gonna be young, and that's it.
And then, like, a lot of people now, they like, well, I wouldn't even say this generation, but just a lot of people now like to get into relationships just to see what they could get out of the next person. It's literally either it be materially, emotionally, or whatever. It's they want to use people.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's really sad.
Big sad.
It's no love nowhere. And I look at the celebrities and stuff. I remember who was it? Cher had this dude. He was like 40. Cher about what?
I think he less than 40. I think he was in his 30s.
Yeah. What Cher about 70? In her 70s?
I think she's 77, if I remember.
And you talking about love? That ain't no love. That's more lust than it is love. Now, I'm not saying can't nobody find nobody like that. You can't find love in somebody older or somebody younger, but you better base it off love. Yeah. Because sooner or later, especially with the men, you got an older man. Sooner or later, it's gonna stop working.
Now, true. Now, here's my question though. I'm gonna just be real. What did that 34, 35-year-old boy want with a 77?
Money and what they can do. Because if you truly love you, why y'all breaking up?
Right.
6 months later to a year later.
Right.
So that was no love. You was coming in,
trying to get that money on.
Getting you freak on, whatever you want to do, and go on by your business.
See, I couldn't even do that because I have so much respect for older people anyway. They paved the way. Like, she's more so, I would look at her as somebody I could learn from. I feel like you can learn from anybody else. I wouldn't, at 77, I would want to sit in your presence and learn from a period of time that I wasn't even born.
Yeah.
I'm just be honest. But looking at that for that, like, dang, man. Man, who was this guy? I don't know. I don't know that guy.
Because I couldn't remember who the guy was that was dating Cher, but I'm like, okay,
Alexander something.
I'm like, okay.
Alexander Edwards.
And
Yeah, that was got a child with Amber Rose.
Yeah, and on both sides to that, men and women, a lot of them just looking for that security.
Yeah. Lord knows.
So fellas, you looking for an older woman for security. Let's say she don't leave you nothing in the will.
Mm-hmm.
What is your security then?
All right.
Or you mess around and die before she do.
Yeah.
What's the deal then?
You know what? Just to think about it, you're right. That security. If Oprah want to marry me right now, I'm getting married. If Oprah want to marry me right now, she ain't gotta leave me nothing. I know if I'm in a relationship with Oprah, she gonna be hitting me some money off every week or so. I'm stashing money just because I know what's gonna happen. Well, I'm gonna come up quick.
You gonna be out there in the pool house like Stedman.
Me and Stedman gonna be out there. We both know what we're there for.
I'm done.
What up, Stedman? What's happening, partner?
Don't that sound right? Oprah Dunlap. You know, I'm gonna have to change my name. Cornelius Winfrey. Cornelius, yeah, that I like. It got a nice ring to it. Cornelius Winfrey.
I cannot with you, Ray.
Don't it? Come on, look. Let's go around the room. Carl Winfrey. Don't that sound right?
Sound like a track star, don't it?
Running to the bag, baby. Nah, that's what's up.
But you know, and you see this all the time. I mean, like, so y'all just looking for security. Y'all just looking for somebody got money. Y'all just want somebody to be there and take care of you. Okay. Now, y'all doing all this and doing all that. When are y'all gonna sit to the table and write this will out?
Whew.
See, then you don't want to get on that part of the subject. Okay, here's the will. What you gonna leave her? And let's say you got kids.
It's a video I'm gonna send you that I want everybody to see.
Okay, and you got kids. What are you gonna leave her and the kids, or vice versa? Because we see even in the entertainment world, when something happened to the other person, they don't get nothing. Now we bring it to our world. We're not no celebrity or anything like that. When they die, they don't get nothing.
Yes, they do. They get debt.
Yeah.
Get debt, and now the family got
the house.
Now the video he about to pull up. At first, it might seem, you know, some of y'all might get mad at the beginning, but just watch it all the way through, and then you will see when he pull it up.
Find it while y'all talk.
It's right there.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Oh man, look, that's why I'm still single. I don't have no kids because I am like not saying that I'm actively looking, but I am open and I want to build, or not even really build from this journey where I'm at in my life. I want to be with somebody. I want it genuine, want it authentic. And I think the problem is right now, I'm just not gonna settle. I can be with anybody that if I put my mind to it, I'm just ain't gonna settle, man. I get with a couple of women. It's just like, no, like I'm settling, and I'm not about to settle to the point to where find, you know, some of these young men find these older, lonely women. And I'm like, no, man, just don't do that because you're doing it with the wrong intent. Doing it with the wrong intent. So
all right, here we go.
Let's see what this video talking about.
Scroll down, scroll back up when you play it.
She left her husband after he got sudden brain damage, and it's left millions of people touched. Chris and Brandon were high school sweethearts, but 2 years after they married, he was in a car accident which put him in a coma. When he woke up, he had dramatically reduced mental and physical capacity, had a 10-second short-term memory, and was unable to care for himself. Brandon had no one else in his life, and Chris was the only person he always remembered and recognized after the accident. Chris cared for Brandon around the clock for years, but was ready to have kids she always dreamt of and move on with her life, so she filed for divorce. But she also pleaded with the judge to let her adopt Brandon and be his legal guardian. She had no plans to stop loving Brandon or stop caring for him, and was upfront about that during her dating. And when she met her new husband, James, he was fully on board. James was not only willing to accept Brandon in his life, but helps with the bathing, feeding, changing, and everything that goes into taking care of him.
It's not just loving her, it's loving Brandon too. You know,
Yes,
she left her husband.
That's crazy.
What's
That's
your thoughts on
crazy.
that?
Was my thought. They don't do that in our community.
Right.
They don't do that. They don't do that.
I saw that video. I was like, man,
that's a real video, but I don't think I'm cut out for that. But here's the switch though. If that was me, I would love somebody doing that for me. I would love somebody doing that for me, but
right.
Can I do that? Can I marry with the woman and now we got to take care of her ex-husband?
Right.
It's something to think about.
Yeah, I know his situation. I don't. They got some great facility. What I would do, because if I really loved her or something, and she was paying a little bit for a facility to where other people, if I had the money and I loved her, I would think about that. But literally staying together, taking care of this guy, bathing and feeding, I can't do that.
That takes a very special person, even to work in a nursing home, something like that. That takes a very special person. Everybody's not cut out to do that. A lot of them do that stuff just for the check. But I have seen some people, some of the children had came down there about ready to tear somebody's tail up for mistreating their loved one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that mistreat them, they never look at it as maybe one day you might be in here.
Right.
Or your mama might be in here. Would you want somebody to treat your mama like that?
Yeah. They don't be caring, man. They don't. They be out in the back on the phone smoking and stuff and knowing they need to check on their patients. Don't even do it.
Don't even do it.
Patients can be in there dying or whatever. They don't care. They just there to get off.
It's not even just in the nursing home too. It be happening in hospitals. Like you've been there, so you know. It's been situations where I'd be in a room and sometimes he'd be there with me, and you can hear, you know, the patients that be, you know, delirious or short-term memory or whatever the case may be, and they be forgetting, you know, to hit the button to call, so they'll scream out for help, and some of them nurses just be ignoring it.
Yeah.
One time we heard one of them just say, "Shut up." I'm talking about out loud. He screamed it.
Yeah.
And it hurt my heart.
Yeah.
Going on. It's a lot going on. That's why I had put the title there. Can you believe it? Can you believe this? You know, this is what's going on in the real world. A lot of drama, a lot of mess. A lot of people love that. But when it comes to this real stuff, a lot of people don't want to really pay that no attention until it really hits home. You know, as I watched the story of Mahogany Jackson, man, that story, boy, it ain't even getting the national news like it should.
Right.
That's something serious. And for people to sit back and just think, well, you know, that's far off, you know, stuff like that don't happen. That stuff be close, that stuff be near. You know, that's why we, you know, especially a lot of young people and middle-aged people and adults too, they love to say, well, you know, that's my friend. How does your friend, you only been knowing them 6 months to a year? You in the getting to know stages right there. You watching. Men watch. You know, let me see how this dude moves. And then sometimes men ask the question, what you want to be my friend for?
Right.
Kitty, did I not tell you that not too long ago?
What you want to be my friend for? You've been seeing me around here for 10, 15 years. Now all of a sudden you will be my friend? Why? What's your agenda? Especially if I'm trying to get somewhere, now you want to be my friend all of a sudden.
Right.
Had that happen. I'm pretty sure we all
or who are you trying to report back to?
Or their plans is to make your plans their plans.
That part.
Yeah, I with Carl today. Yeah, you know, most people that know me personally. Yeah, I with Pete today. Man, he said this. He doing this right here. Who you reporting to?
All right.
That's why sometimes when you try to be my friend, some people try to be my friend. I just throw stuff, random stuff out there. If I hear it again, I know you talk.
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
Be lying, be like, last week I went to Uptown Cabaret, boy. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard that again. Yeah, I know that was a lie.
Yeah.
You said that.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially even when I was married, I threw something out there one time. Yeah, man, I had these 2 girls the other night, boy. Ain't you married? Yeah, I'm married. And heard it. I said, oh, you love to talk. I just throw stuff out, random stuff out there sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know we going down to the corner later on, man, start some stuff. Me and some guys, and you know, we're gonna meet some of the girls down there. Just random stuff. But sometimes when you want to find out where there's some of them going, even though it can be tricky at times, man, what you think about the Lord?
Boy.
Man, I ain't trying to hear all that. Well, that's what I do. You want to be my friend? Come go to church with me.
Come go.
All right, man. Don't even see him no more.
Mm-hmm.
I can go
They see you in the grocery store before they see you. They go the other way.
Yeah.
That can go for friendships or relationships.
Yeah. But it's so crazy how much stuff is going on right now, right around us, man. You know, every time you look, boy, some young person dying, and a lot of young people think that's a badge of honor. Death is not a badge of honor. Killing somebody is not a badge of honor.
They just don't know, man. Jesus. They don't know, man. They don't know. These little kids, they don't understand what death really is. And I'm saying it's a quote from one of my favorite Equalizer movies. That's what Denzel said to my little dude. But it's so true. We so young, we don't know what death is. I think when you get to your middle age in your 20s, then you start to like think, I can actually die if I crash this car going 120 miles per hour.
Here you go, Neil. Here you go.
You got a choice. You got talent. You got a chance, and I want to hear about your environment, what your mama didn't give you, and the white man won't give you no shot. You got a chance. Use it while you're still alive. You don't know what death is. You have no idea what death is. Make a decision.
Yeah.
You see how serious he looked at him when he said that?
That's real, boy.
That's when I first said, I'm like, man, I felt that, boy.
Shoot, I cried. I go there to cry. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I go there to cry because it's like it's true. Like that's what I love about Denzel. We got so much stuff going on in our world. We rarely hear him speak out about it, but he put little nuggets like that in movies.
Yeah.
Able to truly act it out and don't get castrated by it. Because if he was to come on somebody's podcast and say this, there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna start to ostracize him now.
Yeah.
But you put this in a movie, you put this in a scene, and you able to act it out. Love it. I'll tell you, I go to that scene and I cry because it's real. That scene spoke to the old me, but it's speaking to kids today.
Yeah.
To them right now. And they don't know. They think it's cool to shoot and kill one another. They think it's cool to do 10 years, 20, 30 life in prison. They don't know.
Right.
They don't know. Ain't nobody told them. Ain't nobody taught them that. Ain't nobody told them that. So it's like,
even you know about this, and some of y'all do too. But it was last year or 2 years ago. I was in the hospital and I had pain that was so bad that I tensed up so bad that my heart gave out. So I pretty much had died. And when I tell you that was the most scariest thing ever, and you know, I had a conversation with him, and he was like, "Dude, you basically died. We will have to deal with all that and stuff like that." Now, that was an eye opener for me because it's just like, yeah, I take care of myself, but it made me like really buckle down and really look at it like, bro, you're not going live forever. You're not gonna always be young, and this stuff can happen to anybody at any age. Like I already had that mentality, like, yeah, you're not gonna always be young, but it made me buckle down on it, like, yo, better tighten up. As my brother would say, hey, tighten up, man, because this stuff is real.
Yeah. As I always say, this world is not what you think it is. It's really not. And I always say to a lot of people, if you really want to know what this world is, I say, ask God. I said, when he show you, don't be surprised what he show you. Because it ain't what you think it is. It ain't all this flowers and love and happiness like you think it is. It's a lot of destruction and hate and pain and a lot of death. And like Denzel said, you don't even know what death is. You don't know what death is because you ain't died. You ain't know what it is. I remember this guy, he was telling me he had got shot. And he said he was on the table. He said he had died. He said the only thing he seen was just darkness.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That's what I saw.
Just darkness. And a lot of people, y'all young people, ain't nobody around you when that happened. Oh, they'll come to your funeral, my boy or my girl. And after that, they're going by their business. They'll remember you, have you on a t-shirt. That's it. You might celebrate you when they come back around that year, but
have you on the t-shirt, and then they're gonna lose it a year later.
Yeah. And then mess around and sleep with your girl. Or your girl sleep with your boy. Because the first thing that come in their mouth, well, he dead, she dead. What I mean, don't you get lonely? So it's you don't know what death is. Death is right there every day. Every day we walk around here. It's right there. You don't know when you're leaving here.
That's a scary feeling, boy. Especially if you've seen somebody and you watched the life come out of them. Boy, that's traumatizing.
Some of y'all ain't never really seen a dead body. I ain't talking about laying in a casket. I'm talking about before they do all that preparation. Bullet holes and the bombing and stuff. The funeral director got to patch those holes up, sew those holes back up, and put stuff together to make you look presentable in that casket. That's what y'all want? I don't care what you call me. You can call me whatever you want to. I take life any day.
Yeah. Alea said, I've died a couple of times, but when I seen my mother, it was a different story. Y'all see it.
This stuff is real, man. So, y'all, we had a great conversation. I said we won't be on that long. Not tonight.
It's one of them days.
It's one of them days, boy. And we appreciate everybody for coming in, staying in, coming, and whatever you did tonight. We appreciate it. You know, we just a little tired, y'all. That's all. Yeah. Tired, boss.
Tired, man. Tired.
Yeah. And so, but it was some real stuff that was said, you know. And ladies, don't take that offense by any type of offense what I said earlier. But when you really look at it and you really just going in it for the money, you really prostituting yourself out. I had a couple posts like that, boy, and I had a lot of women to agree with me. You accepting money, and you giving your body away.
I got a question. You know, this is obviously for the next song. You know, for women that do stuff like that, the question would be, would you want your son to go through that? The same thing you doing to a man, would you want your son to experience the same thing?
Yeah. Or your daughter.
Or your daughter.
You know, they're getting slick with words. If that's what they want to do, or if they allow that, then who am I to stop? I'm like, come on, y'all. Really?
Okay.
It's a lot that can happen behind that, but we will say it for another time.
Okay. But at what consequences are you willing to go through to deal with that?
It's a lot of people that don't play that.
Because you're looking at it too as death knocking at your door, because you don't know who that guy really is.
Or that woman.
Or that woman. You don't know. And the way social media world is now, and I'm watching the news, they just caught this dude trying to solicit sex from a 14-year-old.
Oh, shoot, dude. won't even on my mind. You remember what we talked about the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it's going on. I mean, it's happening.
That post I put on TikTok. Well, I got to post on everything else too. When I said you don't know what a person been through or what they seen. They might be on their last straw. You don't even know it. They just tolerating it and suppressing it, but then they pop.
Yeah.
Shoot.
So we're gonna roll on up out of here, everybody. Great talk tonight. We're gonna continue rolling with this thing, and we're glad everybody came through. Thank you for all the supporters, and we got some guests coming up too. Coming up soon. Ex-correction officer, he coming up. He was out there on Rikers Island. So we got him coming up, and I got a couple women coming up talking about some getting off drugs and stuff. I mean, we got some people coming. That's gonna be good. We got some people coming. So we just appreciate everybody for joining us tonight and hanging in here with us. We appreciate all of y'all. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be back Sunday. Nothing happened. 4:30 and 6 o'clock, unless we just do one. But we will be back Sunday, no problem. As long as nothing happened, we'll be back. And you know what, Neil?
What's up?
I'm when we leave here, I'm gonna leave with that Denzel playing when we get out of here.
Okay. Do that.
Get out of here. Y'all got anything y'all want to say?
Yeah, I wanna say this just off the last thing we said, man. As far as he said, he's gonna lead with the Denzel plan. Hey, young men, young women. I had this question. What is your purpose? What is your passion? Passion and purpose can go hand in hand. But purpose, what were you created for? Why you're living? Why you on earth? Why you still alive? That's what you have to find. I think a lot of these young men is trying to be thugs and gangsters, and a lot of these young women is trying to sell themselves for money because they don't know exactly what they was created for, and they don't know their purpose. And I'm telling you, because I was in that boat. I was in the streets. I was doing everything under the sun, but I didn't know what I was created for. It wasn't until I got in a car accident, I almost lost my life until I got myself together. But once I found my purpose, everything that I was doing bad did not matter no more. And I'm glad that I was able to find my purpose while I was still alive and while I was in full health to be able to go after my purpose. I'm saying this to say, I feel you young men and women, because you don't know your purpose, you just live in any kind of way. And some of you getting shot up, you're going to prison, and the people that's dead, if they would have just known what their purpose are, they would have at least a chance to change it. So if you ain't getting nothing tonight, I just ask you guys, find your purpose, find your reason for living, and go after it.
Yeah.
And to add on top of that, if y'all feel like y'all ain't got nobody, you need somebody to talk to, I'm pretty sure all of us wouldn't mind if you hit us up. I don't mind. You hit me up. You need to talk. It don't matter if you're older than me, younger than me, same age. I don't care. If you want to talk, we can talk. If you want to get on here and share your story, feel free.
Don't call me. I'm just
don't wait.
Yeah,
but
no, real talk. Y'all can message me. My stuff is open to the public, so you can message me.
Yeah. It's a lot of purpose laying in the cemetery that never got exposed. A lot of purpose.
I'm gonna send you something for saying that.
And they're laying in the cemetery right now, in that cold casket in that ground. Never got a chance to even tap into it. Never got a chance to see it even flourish. Some young people, if you want a reminder of about life, go out there, sit out there, and look around and see all those grave markers and all those graves in that cemetery.
Potential doctors, lawyers, singers, dancers.
You see all that. Go out there.
Or people that just want to be parents. It's a lot.
It's a lot of death out there. And it used to be a lot of older people, but now it's a lot of younger people.
Mm-hmm.
And like Ms. Yvonne said, yeah, so many unused gifts buried too early. A lot of gifts. It could have been a lot of presidents. It could have been a lot of civil rights leaders. It could have been a lot of entrepreneurs. It could have been a lot of business owners. It could have been a lot of cooks and a lot of social media outlets. It could have been the next famous basketball player. She could have been the next famous basketball player, tennis player. All that is gone at a young age. So we getting ready to get out of here, y'all.
Yeah.
So until the next time, what you got to say now?
Shoot. Y'all know me. Busy. I ain't gonna, spoil too much on what I got going on. Not this time, because I'm in the works of doing some stuff and trying to work with some people. But just know I got that heat coming for you, and I will go back live on TikTok. I might not do it tonight, but I got y'all, and I got some stuff for Instagram, YouTube, and all the other stuff on Facebook. But on that note, I love y'all. Stay focused, stay positive, stay safe. As always, be smooth with it. Love y'all.
Yeah, because we're gonna start streaming all of them after a while. So Kitty, we'll holler at you. Neil, we'll holler at y'all.
Y'all be good.
We'll see y'all on the flip side.
See you.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah. Y'all, we'll see y'all on the other side somewhere.
You got a choice. You got talent. You got a chance, and I want to hear about your environment, what your mama didn't give you, and the white man won't give you no shot. You got a chance. Use it while you're still alive. You don't know what death is. You have no idea what death is. Make a decision.